Thank you, everybody. How are you doing on this wonderful Tuesday? Is it Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday? I don't know. I just flew in. It's been a while. So today I'm going to tell you a little bit about the future of computing. Quick show of hands. Raise your hand if you've used an AR or VR device in the last year. Trent? Okay, cool. Keep your hands up if you've gotten a little bit of a headache or nausea from using that Web 3. Yeah, that's what I thought. Me too. The good news is we're about to move past that. But before we dive in, I want to tell you something that might be surprising to you, which is that today, the spatial web is actually larger than the internet was when Google was founded. I'll say that again, because a lot of people don't realize that today, the spatial web is larger than the internet was when Google was founded. What does that mean? That means augmented reality and virtual reality has more users around the world now today, more than 250 million that are using the spatial web to communicate, to play, to transact, and it's growing hand over fist. But to describe the difference between the different kinds of the spatial web you might be familiar with, I'm going to play a brief little video that'll highlight that right now. So, you might be familiar with virtual reality. Augmented reality is a little bit different. Augmented reality is when you can actually see through the device. So right here, I have in my hand an augmented reality visor. Right here, you can see through it, you can see my eyes and get up close. And the good news is, meet me here over after the presentation. We're going to have a demo of an augmented reality game you can play yourself, so you can experience it yourself. But what goes on in these things is actually anchors digital content into the real world. So that means you can take games like Roblox, Fortnite, everything you like in your screen today and experience it in depth, in spatial reality, right here in the room with you. But how do you do that? How does that work? Well, our product, Enklu, is a platform. I'm going to try to do it here so Enklu combines a spatial native editor, like a game engine, with an online marketplace for real-time publishing. So users upload their assets, and you can see here on the left, I'll get out of the way, these are actually my hands. I'm editing reality live here. I'm moving things around with my hands and my voice commands, just like Tony Stark would. And you get to experience this yourself just in a little bit. So you're seeing reality like the Vision Pro, but in this case, it's not pass-through, it's see-through. So you're actually looking straight to it. No nausea is the key point here. Zero nausea, and exciting for all ages. The important thing about our platform is the infrastructure required to develop it. So in order to anchor content in the real world, you need to have an advanced server infrastructure, including simulation servers, user servers, and all the compute required to get content from a shared space into the real world. And that's exactly what we do. We are now the largest AR platform by volume on the world. We're represented in 4 countries, 14 markets, and we have a little over 15,000 paid monthly active users. Now these are different than games metrics because for us, our ARPDAU is closer to about $50 per user. So each user is paying a lot to experience this, and operators are profitable from day one. So the way we're winning is by bridging the social experience with the spatial experience. This means we're taking stunning AR experiences and bringing them to players in the real world without them having to figure out the hard part. This means we're defining the first-time user experience of spatial augmented reality for most of the world right now. Our usage actually dwarfs that of the Vision Pro. Here's an organic post by one of our users in Phoenix, Arizona. Our demographics skews 35 to 40. These are families buying experiences out of home for their friends, families, for date night. So think grown-up gamers, think folks that are looking to spend their money on experiences they can share on social media. This is the magic of augmented reality and the spatial web. Also because of this, we've been fortunate to partner with some incredible creators. Here's a concert we did with Deadmau5 last year at a Web3 event in Denver. It's a new technology, it's a new way to reach and engage audiences the world over. So ranging from musicians to Fortune 100 brands, Enklu's been very fortunate to attract a who's who of talent into our ecosystem. Now today, we are serving 2.5 million spatial assets per month. We've got key generative AI licensing deals in progress with companies like Legendary Entertainment. In the near future, we are going to be paying our creators over $1 million per year. Not too far away from now, that's going to be near-term future. And before long, we're going to define the entire spatial engine ecosystem for a large swath of the Earth. When the spatial web is everywhere, which it will be, Enklu is going to define a gateway experience between the real and digital worlds. What does this look like in terms of market cap? Well, when you transform entertainment, you're looking at about a $250 billion industry. When you transform media, which is inclusive of entertainment, you're looking at close to $1 trillion industry. This is going to be everywhere. And we've got a fantastic team doing this. So our executives come from AAA gaming, big tech like Amazon, and multiple exits are represented in our management team. And I'm going to end on a couple of notes. One is that when you're head over to this room, we'll get you set up with an AR game so you can experience it for yourself. So it's one thing to see it from a screen, it's a completely different experience when you get to put heads on and you play on your own. So I'll be over there, I'll be hanging out. Come say hi. My name is Ray. And if you leave this presentation with just one thing, know that augmented reality and virtual reality are part of the spatial web, but augmented reality is awesome. And you probably haven't seen it before until you come over there today. That's me, I'm Ray, this is Enklu, and have a wonderful time with our wonderful sponsors at DNA and Enklu. Thank you.